Chief paced the small apartment, his frustration palpable. They were a whirlwind romance turned sour, love curdling under the pressure of responsibility. He wanted her to go back to the village, to give birth under the watchful eye of his mother. Nora refused, her silence a shield against his demands. The air crackled with unspoken resentments. Chief's voice, when he finally spoke, was tight with suppressed anger. "Chief, it's tradition, Nora. Our child should be born in our village." Nora's eyes, dark and defiant, met his.
This is my child too.
Trust, once the bedrock of their relationship, lay shattered between them. The disagreement about where Nora would give birth became a proxy war for every unspoken conflict in their relationship. Chief, steeped in tradition, saw it as a matter of honor, of bringing his child into the world under the auspices of his lineage. Nora, yearning for autonomy, saw it as a desperate bid to hold on to the last vestiges of control over her own life and her unborn child. Each argument chipped away at the fragile remnants of their love, leaving behind a bitter residue of resentment and pain. Chief, frustrated and confused by Nora's resistance, retreated further into himself. Nora, isolated and afraid, clung tighter to her secret, the weight of it a growing burden on her soul. Unbeknownst to Chief, Nora carried a secret that had the power to shatter their world. The baby she carried was not the son he so desperately craved, it was a girl. In their culture, a firstborn son was a symbol of prosperity, a guarantee of the continuation of the lineage. A girl, while loved, was still seen as a burden, a responsibility to be married off. Desperate to protect her daughter from the weight of cultural expectation, Nora had made a pact with the village prophetess, a woman revered for her wisdom and feared for her connection to the spirit world. The plan was audacious, bordering on sacrilege. They would keep the baby's gender a secret until after the birth, a deception that relied on silence and subterfuge. The sterile bright lights of the hospital delivery room did little to pierce the tension that hung heavy in the air. Chief, his face pale with a mixture of anticipation and anxiety, paced outside the room, his every thought consumed by the imminent arrival of his heir. Inside, Nora, her face slick with sweat, clung to the midwife's hand, her heart thundering in her chest. The baby's cries, when they finally came, were music to Nora's ears, a symphony of defiance against the cultural constraints that threatened to bind her daughter. The midwife, her face etched with a knowing smile, gently placed the swaddled infant in Nora's arms.
It's a girl.
Outside, Chief froze, the news filtering through the thin door, his world tilting on its axis.